This session is about Chatter. We'll talk about the setting of Chatter and the different functionality that is involved in Chatter. Primarily, Chatter is an internal communication platform that combines different functionalities like Salesforce, instant messaging, Twitter, and email. So first things first, we can go to Chatter. Let's talk about different setups that we need or we can be doing. If I click on the name, in here you can add a photo if you want to, so you can see, everybody can see your picture. And now let's talk a little bit more about editing your contact info. So in here we're going to be editing the profile. This is my profile right now, and let's say that, you know, this is not my work phone, this is my mobile phone. And also let's click on about. Here's my nickname in the system. My title is admin manager, but my manager has changed right now, so I don't report to Steve Wheeler anymore. And let's see who else I report to in the system. So right now I report to Elizabeth Ament, and if I want to add something about the functionality or the function of my job, here I'm in charge of Salesforce administration, and I handle the addition of new users into the system and any technical issues related to VMR tracker. And I click on save all. And you are going to notice in a second here how things have changed, what changed in my view. Here is saying what really happened, what did change. But more important, if I look at the overview, here are the different things about me that I just added. And if you notice in here, it's telling me who are the people that are my followers. They are basically are following me, and here are the different people or entities. These are different accounts that I am following. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about what is in here. So if I look at my feed, the feed is basically kind of your Facebook rundown. It just tells you anything that is happening to you, happened to your profile, somebody mentioned you, somebody shared anything with you, somebody added you to a group. All of that is mentioned in here in the feed and will be shown in the feed. In the feed here, I can post anything that I want to be sharing with the group, and I can add files if I want to. I can add a link, or I can add a poll. But let's go back to the post, and let's say that I want to tag somebody. So going to be tagging, tag is add function Steve. So Steve Wheeler. So tag somebody Steve Wheeler, and I'm going to say not with the organization anymore. I just want to share that. Okay, can add topics to this if I want to, but if I want to be adding topics right now, then I can use the hashtag, and I would say bike to week, bike to work 2016, and we're going to see that a little bit later of what it does, but I'm going to just share that on my profile. So this is Back to Work 2016. What I'm following, so I'm following this Back to Work that I just did, the person I just tagged, and whatever things I've done in terms of my changes in the profile. To me, is anybody who has posted anything on my profile, then to show here. So basically, anybody that uses my name in any kind of communication on their chatter, it will show in here. The message does not have to be coming to me. It could be that somebody mentioned me in the communication, and then it will be marked here. Bookmarking, I have this one as being bookmarked. June 1st is Steve's birthday. But let's go back to my feed, and let's say I want to bookmark this. I can click on bookmark, see what it added, this tag here or this sign in here. If I go back to bookmark, notice that I have those two bookmarks right now. All company, this is everything that relates to the company, any kind of communication with the company. Mary Daly has created public group, all development test organization. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about people. Here are all the people that are in the organization, and there are some people that I'm following, and so there are people that I'm not following right now. So I'm not following Mary Daly. If I want to follow her, I can just click on this, and I'm following her right now. If Mary has a lot of communication, a lot of activities, I don't want to be following her anymore. All I have to do is just go in here and click that X, and I'm not following her anymore. Recently viewed. Here are different people I recently viewed. More importantly right now, let's talk about groups, because that's where a lot of things do happen. There are different groups. This is my group. This is a group that I created. Let's talk about active group. This is an active group right now. This is one that I created. I could be part of other groups also created by other people. And here are the archived groups. Now, let's go back to groups and let's see if we can create a new group. And a group can be public or private. This is the notification that this VMR group is a private group. So I'm going to create a new group right now, and I'm going to call it Outreach Group. This group communicates, documents, and handles any outreach activities to our community. If you notice, the other group that we had, the development group, was archived, and this is the way it was archived, because when the person created it, they say archive this group if there are no posts or comments for 90 days, or you can just choose that I don't want to automatically archive this group. So I'm going to make this group private, and I'm going to say save. So if I go back in here, I notice that's outreach group. It's a private group. Right now, let's see who is in that group. It's just me because I'm the one who created it. I can add members to this group. I'm going to add my boss, and I'm going to add Mary, and I'm going to add Chris also. Okay, and say done. So now these people are going to get a notification that they have been added into a group. Back to chatter, feed. Okay. Now, I can add files if I want to do so, and let's see if there are any files here in the system. There are no files. I can upload files, and we'll see how the functionality is rich here in terms of uploading files. I'm going to add this file. It's not that big. I'm going to click on open, and again notice that the maximum file size is 2 gigabytes, so there is a limitation on what you can how big the file you can be uploading. And close. Here it is. This is the file that I uploaded. All I did is just I uploaded a file. That does not mean anything right now. And if I really want to share that file with other people, I can click on share with people. Or if I want to share it with groups, I can click on share with group, and here is the outreach group that I just created. I want to share it with that group, and this is a brochure about our program, and share and the close. So now this document is shared. If I go back to my group, and this is the outreach group, and you will notice that the document is already shared with that group. The people that I added, the members to that group, they will be able to see that document right now. Topics. Yeah, this is kind of like your rundown of Chatter page. I can create any topics in here if I want to. Can say this is the weather I created earlier. I can share something about the weather, or if I go back and see about topics and bike. So there are a lot of elements here that I can add in here. Again, the way I got the topic is I went into the feed and I put in the hashtag and type a topic name. So we say outreach success and share. Now when I go to topics, I can see outreach success, and people can see that also, and they can comment on that. Couple other things we are going to be sharing with you in Chatter are the following: the messages. So here I can do multiple things. If I want to reach out to somebody and send a private message, all I do is I can just come in here, click on new message, and I want to send a message to Steve Wheeler. Are you busy at 10 a.m. today? And send. Yeah, this is the message I sent to him. Now the other neat feature in Chatter is down here under chat, the bottom right hand corner, and this basically allows me to do instant messaging with anybody who is available on the system right now. If you notice, there are no people who are really logged into Chatter or are available on the system, so there's nobody available. But if I want to find people, I can find Steve and I can send him a message or instant chat if I want to. So this is basically the functionality about Chatter. The most important thing to remember is we need to go in here and do the original setup of the profile. That's very critical if you want to upload your picture, edit your contact info. That's very critical. and and then after that start following other people, other in the groups that are in the organization. There will be a lot of groups that will be created that you'll be part of, that you can follow under the grouping. That's all about Chatter. Thanks a lot.